that note...
And that's a podcast.
On that note, what time is it, Dave?
Twig time.
This is, what?
What time is it? Twig time.
This is Are we, like, halfway through? I think we're probably not. I'm probably, like, going at it. But I think it's, like, the halfway mark of the year, like, we've been doing Twig.
We've been doing Twig for 6 months?
No, it can't be.
No, I don't think.
Maybe I'm just getting excited because it's Twig time, you know? So, on this wonderful Friday, let's get started with the news. Some depressing news. Bethesda has announced there's no more Skyrim coming out. Like, no more DLC. They only have minor updates planned. Which is... A lot of people are complaining because Fallout, the other game like they're famous for, they had 5 major DLCs come out compared to Skyrim's 2 and then Hearthfire, which is like a little mini one, I guess you want to say.
I just don't understand. The game's been out forever. What are you complaining about?
I guess because it's just so... Because the developing time between Bethesda Game Studio games are like 6 years. Like, Oblivion, which is the last Elder Scrolls came out, came out in 2006, I want to say. And then it's 2012, or no, 2011 when Skyrim came out. It's 5 years. So, you know, I guess they're upset. And Fallout had like a... Well, they bought the rights to Fallout, so they didn't have one before that. It was made by Black Hawk Studios before that. But, like, it's a lengthy process in between, so they're probably upset just because there's no more. Because you only got 2 instead of 5 for Fallout. But I'm not complaining.
I'm not a huge DLC person.
I don't feel like...
Especially for Skyrim.
Because there's so much to do?
There's so much to do, I mean...
Oh, Dragonborn was probably, like, the okay edition. I didn't find there was a lot to do. Pardon me, reading for this. Darngard was a really fun one. It was where you fight vampires or you become a vampire. That was really fun. I'm actually playing through it again right now. I'm gonna play through. Really enjoy it. That was a huge expansion. Okay, and speaking of Skyrim, there's gonna be supposedly a legendary edition coming out, where according to a Polish retail site, you know, Polish people. I'm part Polish. A legendary edition is gonna be coming out. It will contain all 3 DLCs. It's supposed to be like $54 for the Xbox and PS3 and $44. Finally oddly priced, but that could be because of the currency. You know.
But why $10 less for the PC?
Good question. I really don't know. I guess they don't. I would think it'd be the same price. Don't give me that face.
Made you think there.
You did, but it is a rumor and everything, so they could just spitting out numbers. And then I found this little interesting thing. Xbox Watch is coming out. Not coming out. They're
like watch?
Like a watch. There's like rumors, like Microsoft, the Xbox team that made Xbox, they're making a stopwatch kind of. Not like a stopwatch, but like this.
A watch that stops.
More like a tablet. Like I didn't see pictures. I saw people make like.
Just like they're making an iWatch.
Yes, I heard about that.
Kind of like. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, like you're supposed to have this
little tiny screen.
What did I say? It's gonna be a 1.5-inch touchscreen with removable bands.
Okay, you probably can change the color.
Yeah.
But a touchscreen 1.5 inches. That's the tip of my finger. The whole screen is covered.
So come with those little pin stylus like for the 3DS, you know?
Oh wow, that
tap.
tap 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 tap.
What you doing?
Think of a keyboard on that thing.
Oh my god. It's gonna come with a USB actually keyboard. You have to plug it in. You want to search in the internet? Hold on, let me plug it in. I found that pretty interesting. And then Bethesda just announced their new game, The Evil Within. I don't know who makes it. I don't know if it's the Game Studios or the Softworks, because they have like 6 studios. But you saw the trailer. What do you think of it?
That's weird. Okay, personally, I don't like live action trailers for a game. That it's not the same thing. It can never touch live action because the gameplay, you're restricted to what you can do. Live action, it's free movement.
I love that movement you did. Restricted, like you just did like a hula dance.
You know, it's like a it's like a puppet versus like watching a puppet show versus a play. You know,
they're just 2 different things.
You're attached at the string. You can only move certain
ways,
and an actor can just.
He can do whatever he wants. He can flip pizzas if he wants to.
He can flip pizzas if he wants to.
And it's made by the Resident Evil creator. I didn't write his name down because it's in Japanese.
Very weird trailer though.
Very weird. It reminded me of something like Guillermo del Toro makes, something like that. You ever seen Pan's Labyrinth?
Heard of it. I've never.
If you've seen that, like some of the creatures, I want to say, remind me of that for some reason. Guillermo del Toro. Can't say his name. I don't know. It just reminded me of him for some reason. But I don't know. World needs more horror games, I find. So I'd probably, if I see, because April 22nd is when like the first full reveal comes in from IGN, so they'll have more information on it.
Horror games usually aren't my thing, like Resident Evil and stuff like that.
I played Resident Evil 5, but that's the only one I've ever played. And 5 was more action-y, they said, than horror. So, never know. And that's really it for news. Wasn't really much this week. I always say that, but it really wasn't. And then go to the game releases. We have Black Rock Shooter, the game.
What is that?
It's the game version of the Black Rock Shooter.
What's Black Rock Shooter?
You shoot black rocks at people, man.
Oh.
We have Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Guilty Gear 20.
Rock.
Are you looking it up on the
I'm looking it up.
Well, I'll keep going.
Oh, wow. It came up.
Well, maybe it's a popular game. What are you coming up with so far?
Cast Kanya Hazondia Muki Sha.
I said that.
I'm kind of butchering these names.
Well, that's why I don't put Japanese games when we talk about like. They're gonna.
I'm pretty sure.
One day when they listen to this
game.
podcast, Dave, those Japanese people are gonna get mad at us because we butcher their names.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Japanese stuff, man.
Well, obviously, it must be made Japanese. Must be made in Japan. We have Guilty Gear 20, Triangle Corp plus R.
What? Is that really supposed to be triangle or supposed to be delta?
No, maybe delta. It had like a little triangle thing. So.
I think it's supposed to be delta, man. Like triangle core, dude. Triangle.
Triangle core. Wow, I just didn't think put delta. I never thought of that. It went through my mind.
I'm just assuming, but I doubt it's triangle core.
Like Sally's a triangle core. Poker Night 2. Star Trek looks pretty fun to play.
Is it going to be along the lines of the movie?
I think so, because it's supposed to be the same cast. I've just seen footage. I really haven't delved into it. I haven't dove into it.
I'm downing things today, but I don't like games that go along with the movies. You know how they have the Batman Arkham Asylum? Yeah. It doesn't go exactly.
Yeah,
it gives you backstory or
it's like its own version, you know? Like,
right. I think that's the way they should do it.
I agree with you there. I really don't like following a linear path.
It's like those. I used to play these so much, but those old Spider-Man games that go exactly to the movie. That's so boring because you know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me go fight
the Rhino. Dr. Octopus.
There you go, Dr. Octopus.
You know a game I used to play a lot? It was a Spider-Man game for the Game Boy Advance. Forgot what it was called. I remember I could never get past the Rhino, the first boss, because I never knew what to do. I was just a kid, like, I just kept running at the Rhino, and he kept bulldozing me over with his horn. I was like, God, I suck.
Yep, because in real life, you think, let me run at a Rhino. If you're in the Serengeti or something.
The Serengeti.
Okay, and there's a Rhino there, and he's, like, getting ready to charge you. He's doing like this. I don't know why he would scratch his foot on the ground like he's about to charge. Hold on, let me bear my head down and run at him.
That's what I did with Spider-Man, because he was Spider-Man, man. He never died. I just ran right into the Rhino, and I always got punched in the face for it. We got Don't Starve. I don't know.
I'm winning at that game. Beat it.
Yeah, one of the top tier people.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that lady in Mexico who's like the top? She's probably the top tier one.
1,000 pounds?
She's fighting for that game over and over again.
She's like, number one in the nation, number one score.
Someone's catching up. Eat. We had Field Runners 2. Monaco, what is yours is mine.
Makes me think of Quap.
Quap? Field Runner 2?
Yeah, it just makes me think of that. Just hearing the name.
That's where you have to control like the thighs and things on the computer. That was a tough.
That's weird that you control thighs and calves. That freaks me out a little bit.
Do I do that in real life?
What if people would run like that in real life? I'd be really scared. Like just people freaking out. Whoa!
There's actually a game that came out for the iPhone. It's an iPhone game. It's like Draw Rider or something like that. It looks like Trials, basically. Trials, I believe.
Yeah.
It is
Can't play Trials. Can't do it.
Oh no,
I have no patience for it.
I get frustrated with that.
Oh yeah.
But it just came out like that. It reminded me of Quap because you have to control like the pedals and like your motion.
Oh, that.
Oh, it's so funny because you just go and like smash yourself. And we have Dead Island Riptide coming out, which we're both getting.
And Monaco.
We already said that.
What is yours is mine. I didn't hear you say that. I'm sorry.
Okay, repeating them for the viewers that always listen to us.
Hey, we're picking up viewers.
Yeah, but Dead Island Riptide, we're gonna do some playthroughs in that. We're probably gonna play because that's a fun game to play. I've always hopefully internet connection is better.
Duplication glitch.
We had the toughest time trying to figure that glitch out.
We finally got it. Like, oh yeah.
And we kept
Piece
Zed's
of candy.
Demise. That was the name of the. We reproduced that like crazy. We modded it with like electricity or something like that.
Yeah, we found those diamonds. Ooh,
Champagne.
We kept getting diamonds from her and make those little thing. And I had that home run baseball bat.
Oh, that thing was beast. I forgot what my dude had. He had something lame like
That knife.
Yeah. I hope they have something like that. It looks. And they said this one you'll have like be able to like not base build, but you'll like need a fortified position, hold off zombies and everything. It looks really fun actually. I just hope the internet connection is so much better than the last one. Oh, it was bad. But that's it for everything this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, subscribe. We did. But again, guys.
Bye.